Tributes pouring in today for Red McCombs, a San Antonio business and sports icon going back decades, gone at the age of 95. We have lost a legend here in San Antonio, but his impact went far beyond this city. Thank you for joining us for News 4 San Antonio at 5. I'm Robert Price.
And I'm Simone D'Alba. Tonight we remember Red McCombs and the legacy he left behind. Don Harris broke the story of Red's passing and joins us now.
Yeah, this is such a tough day for so many people in San Antonio, including myself and so many who called Red a friend. BJ Red McCombs, perhaps the single most influential San Antonian of the 20th century, passed away last night at the age of 95. His daughter Marcia telling me he was surrounded by the ones he loved and that this should be a day of celebration as Red has been reunited with his beloved wife Charlene. Red's story is famous. He came from humble beginnings and became a self-made giant in the automotive industry, but it's his passion to elevate our city that is his legacy. He helped bring the 1968 Hemisphere to town, which jump-started our tourism industry, and then the Spurs, which made San Antonio a household name nationwide. He had a giant impact on education, philanthropy, civic projects. He was behind the Alamo Dome, the MD Anderson Cancer Research Center, the McCombs School of Business at the University of Texas, and so much more. He told me his greatest achievement, though, was beating alcohol, a victory he won daily for the last 50 years of his life.
I used the 12-step method and helped me to stay off, but I've never really had any real interest in it. God relieved me from that, I fully believe, and I think he took over. And obviously, I've never had another drink of alcohol.
And so every day when you wake up,
the first thing I do is thank you, God. You gave me a day, and I will use the time wisely.
Tonight, leaders from all over the city and state and the nation are reflecting on the ways that Red impacted the lives he touched. News 4 San Antonio's Marisa Mendoza joins us live with more on that. Marisa?
Hi, Don. Thank you. Yeah, this is just one of the 12 Red McCombs dealerships in the state of Texas. He was the founder of Red McCombs Auto Group, but as you mentioned, he's not only known for his car dealerships, but him bringing the Spurs to San Antonio and his generosity to education and cancer research. Modern giant of San Antonio is gone. Billionaire philanthropist and businessman Red McCombs passed away at 95 years old Sunday at his home surrounded by family.
It's the passing of an era, not just a person, but an era for our city.
Former mayor of San Antonio, Henry Cisneros, says McCombs is the reason San Antonio was put on the map. In 1968, he organized Hemisphere. That put the Alamo City into the national spotlight. Just a few years later, McCombs and a group of businessmen acquired the Dallas Chaparrals and eventually moved them to San Antonio and crowned them the Spurs. Cisneros says McCombs had a gift of mobilizing the business community to get roads and iconic buildings built in the city.
His physical size, his business acquisitions, his voice, his huge optimism. In every respect, he was the person who would turn a room.
McCombs also donated millions of dollars to various universities and institutions, including the University of Texas at Austin, where he established the Red McCombs School of Business. Former Bexar County Judge Nelson Wolf says that contribution was big.
I think he gave most of his money to the UT in Austin, UTSA. I think he gave them about $50 million there. So that was a big help to the university system.
He also gave more than $30 million to MD Anderson to create the Red and Charlene McCombs Institute for the early detection and treatment of cancer. Other numerous charitable organizations close to his heart, the San Antonio Area Foundation, the San Antonio Food Bank, and the McCombs Family Foundation, founded by his late wife, Charlene McCombs. Mayor Ron Nierenberg says San Antonians will continue to live and thrive in the Alamo City, thanks to the legacy Red McCombs has left behind.
Lifting the horizons and the expectations of a modern city here in our community was something that Red had his fingerprints all over. San Antonio is a city of the world, a world-class city, a top 10 American city, and Red was part of building that foundation.
And according to Forbes magazine, Red McCombs' net worth was estimated at $1.7 billion last year. Now, Red McCombs was just one of 3 San Antonian billionaires who made the list last year. For now, we are live on the northwest side. Marisa Mendoza, News 4, San Antonio.
Marisa, thank you. The San Antonio Food Bank is one of the nonprofits that has benefited from the generosity of the McCombs Foundation. CEO Eric Cooper released the following statement on behalf of the food bank. It reads, quote, "There's no doubt that Red loved the Alamo City, and we all loved him back. It broke his heart that any child would go hungry. Red always wanted better for us, a city where our economy and our people thrive while getting the notoriety we deserve. His vision is now ours to fulfill. We will miss you, Red, and we will send love to his wonderful family."
Representative Tony Gonzalez taking to social media to remember McCombs, saying, quote, "Red McCombs' endless optimism, boundless energy, and serial entrepreneurialism made San Antonio and our state a better place for all. Our prayers are with Red's family."
Melissa Vega at the live desk. Happening right now, a lot of reaction continuing to come in on social media. People expressing their love for Red McCombs and his legacy and simply thanking him. Bill Miller Barbecue saying, "Thank you, Red McCombs, for your impact and your dedication to San Antonio." We've also been hearing personal stories from you. Steven Sanchez saying on Twitter, "Red was a big supporter of my elementary school, Mary Hull. I remember singing Christmas carols in the lobby of his building. Growing up, I was a Vikings fan because Red owned the team, and he once gave me a jersey." The generosity of Red McCombs leaving a lasting legacy. And another wrote, "There is no story that will be able to fully describe the impact Red McCombs had on San Antonio. Truly one of a kind." And of course, many also expressing their condolences to the McCombs family during this time. Robert?
Thank you, Melissa. And